Can the Carolina Panthers contain Aaron Donald? What's going on, Panther Nation? It's your boy LCameraTV here, man. And I've been working on something for a little while now, but I finally got it in place. I got my affiliate link for NFL shops, so you can cop all your NFL gear on my page. The link is in the description below, man. I know y'all want your Carolina Panther jerseys, hats, mugs, all types of cool stuff. You know, I got a Cam Newton jersey. I'm trying to get a Christian McCaffrey and a Luke Kuechly, you know what I'm saying? I got offense. I definitely need defense, man. So any NFL fan or Panther fan that wants some NFL gear, come to my affiliate link, cop some jerseys, cop some mugs, cop some stuff, man. Make sure you represent the Carolina Panthers when they're in London and wherever else, man. And thank y'all for showing love and tuning in. Definitely cop some gear. If y'all don't want the L camera, you might as well get the Carolina. Yo! On LCameraTV, make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Rumble.com and Twitter and wherever else. And guys, we got a lot to talk about today. This is the Carolina Panthers, Los Angeles Rams preview. Obviously, we're going to talk about, you know, the injury report, who's injured on the Panthers that we got to watch out for. The matchups we definitely got to pay attention to in this game. And I'm going to give y'all who I think is actually going to win, how I think they're going to win, and, you know, basically the whole breakdown. So we got a lot to talk about today, guys. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is their injury report. And one wasn't so surprising, but another one kind of was. The Panthers have two people out this game, and that is Greg Little, who, like I said, wasn't really surprising because he's been in concussion protocol ever since preseason. From what I thought it wasn't going to be that big of a situation. He said he was fine. Ron Rivera said he was fine, but you know they got to go through the whole doctor process. Doctors got to clear him. They got to take a few tests and stuff like that, whatever. So he hasn't been cleared yet, so he's not playing. You know what I'm saying? So that's going on with Greg Little. But Bruce Irvin is also out with a hamstring injury, and that was kind of surprising. He injured his hamstring like a few practices ago. He was getting held out, you know what I'm saying, in practices. So, you know, I thought he'll be ready for the game, but he's not. So Brian Burns is going to get that start. And I'm not too mad at that, man. Brian Burns played really well in the preseason. He was, you know, dominant. He had 4 sacks, obviously a forced fumble. He played really well, you know what I'm saying? But again, that's preseason. This is real football. So we'll see how he translates. But I think he'll do well. He was a first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Pass rusher, I think he'll do well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too really worried about that. As far as the tackle situation, I am kind of worried. Now, mind you, Darrell Williams, I think, will be healthy. That's just me being honest. But I would like, if anything were to having Darrell Williams, that we'll have Greg Little as the backup. But right now, I don't know, maybe they put Brandon Green or maybe they move Taylor Moton, who knows. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Knock on wood on that. But I really would like Greg Little to be in there, you know what I'm saying, be able to play, be able to, you know, even if he is not playing, practice at least, you know what I'm saying, because I want that learning curve to be short and not like a long learning curve, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, because he has to be ready by next year because I don't think they're going to re-sign Darrell Williams. So I want him to be, you know what I'm saying, involved as much as he can. So next year it'll be a seamless transition instead of, you know, we having growing pains with Greg Little in, you know, next year. So I think, you know, it sucks that he's in concussion protocol, but it is what it is. He has to go through the doctors, and you know, he's just not cleared yet. And the second thing I want to talk about is there's like 5 key matchups that we got to pay attention to. The first one I want to talk about is the coaching matchup, obviously. Ron Rivera and Sean McVay. Ron Rivera won Coach of the Year 2 times, went to the Super Bowl and lost. Sean McVay went to the Super Bowl and lost. Sean McVay has a really high-powered offense. You know what I'm saying? He's known as an offensive guru, young guy. Ron Rivera's a defensive specialist. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be, he's calling the defensive players ever since, you know what I'm saying, halfway through the season last year. So it's going to kind of be a battle of the minds, defense versus offense. It's going to be really interesting. Definitely got to pay attention to that, you know what I'm saying? And also how they call the game, you know what I'm saying? Flags, you know, timeouts, PI challenges, all that stuff's going to play a big part. And I know the Panthers got Ron Rivera some help on that department, so we'll see how that whole thing plays out. That's one matchup you definitely got to pay attention to. Another matchup, the O-line versus Aaron Donald. Now, Aaron Donald is a sack master, man. You know what I'm saying? He's amazing. Everybody rates him as the best player in the NFL right now. And he's going against Matt Paradis, who's coming off an injury. And, you know, is a pretty good center, you know, Pro Bowler in Denver. But we've seen kind of a bad showing versus, you know, in the preseason game. Cam got hit a few times. So I think they're going to come out rejuvenated. I think the whole line's going to come out like we're not going to let our quarterback get touched. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. Because if we cannot contain Aaron Donald, that's an L for us. I'm just being honest with you. Another matchup we gotta pay attention to is the Todd Gurley Luke Kuechly matchup. Now, mind you, Todd Gurley, they say he's not gonna be on a pitch count, but I think that's just lies. To be honest with you, I think he is gonna be on a pitch count. I think it's in the arthritis in his knee is a serious issue. So we gotta see how Luke Kuechly and Todd Gurley go at it. But Todd Gurley's still a great player. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he might not play as much snaps, but he's still a great running back. He still can break one. He's still powerful, good catch out of the backfield. So we gotta see how Luke Kuechly and Todd Gurley go at it. I think it's gonna be a really good matchup. But I'm giving the nod a little bit to Luke because obviously Todd Gurley has arthritis in his knee. Me personally, I think that's a serious issue. I think they're downplaying it, but when you get like 2 other running backs to be behind him, that kind of shows that there's something behind that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me personally. Another thing we gotta pay attention to is Brian Burns against the Rams O-line. Brian Burns is like he'll get his first start. He's a first-round pick, pass rusher, and he played really well in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? He had 4 sacks, stripped, forced fumble. You know what I'm saying? He played against, obviously the Patriots. He played against, some good teams, whatever. So we'll see if he could generate some pressure, generate some sacks. I think he might get, he said he got a new sack dance. I think he might get 1, maybe 2. We'll see, I think 1, probably 1. But, maybe or assisted sack. But I think, hopefully he get a sack, whatever, show off his new sack dance that he said has nothing to do with Spider-Man, which is dope. But definitely something to pay attention to, just a pass rush in general, against their O-line, because we spent a lot of money on this pass rush. We have, I think, 8 first-rounders on that front 7, so I ain't gonna lie, bro. That pass rush has to has to come alive against them, man. So definitely, we'll see how that whole thing plays out. And the other thing we gotta pay attention to is our receivers versus their corners. They gotta keep Talib and Marcus Peters. And we've been hearing all offseason about how Curtis Samuels was lighting up in training camp, how DJ Morris doing one-handed catches and stuff like that. We've seen highlights, all kinds of cool stuff. And that's cool, because it was a training camp, it was against your own defense. Now it's the real thing. Now it's against really good corners and Keith Talib and Marcus Peters. Now it's the real thing, and we gotta see how that whole thing plays out. Because again, I want to believe in the hype. I think they're gonna be good this year. People bash me all the time saying why I think we should get another receiver, because I think you can never have enough good receivers. You know what I'm saying? I don't see obviously I don't see the Rams complaining about it. I don't see the Falcons complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? The more good receivers you have, the better. You know what I'm saying? Especially because 2 of your receivers are still on their rookie deals, so you're not spending that much on that. And plus, we spend so much on defense. I would like for us to help out the offense as much as we possibly can, because I think our defense is going to be top notch. So definitely, let's see how Curtis Samuel and DJ Moore match up against Marcus Peters and Keith Talib. I like our young speedy receivers. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think they really have to deal with that too much. Personally, I think they're more bigger corners. They're more physical. And I think Curtis Samuel could get behind the defense, whatever. But we'll see how that whole thing plays out. Hopefully Curtis Samuel shows out, at least gets a touchdown. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Have a big reception. We'll see. We'll see how that whole thing plays out, man. But those 5 matchups, you know what I'm saying, are pretty impressive, pretty interesting. And I'll throw in another one, obviously, to pay attention to. The secondary versus the receiving core. Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are pretty good receivers. But I think our secondary can handle it. So those are my matchups that you got to pay attention to all game. If we win 3 out of 4 of those matchups, or 4 out of 5 of those matchups, 3 out of 5, I think we'll be good. But we'll see, man. Because we definitely got to stop Aaron Donald. And finally, I got to give y'all my prediction, man. What I think about this game. I think this game is going to be a drag-out slugfest. I think the defense are going to come to the show. I think Aaron Donald's going to have maybe a sack or 2, just being honest. I think Brian Burns will have a sack. And I think the game will end 24-21 Panthers. I think Joey Sly will kick a game-winning field goal, probably 30 to 40 yards. And I think Cam will lead a game-winning drive for that field goal. That's my prediction. That's how I think it's going to play out, whatever. And I'd like the defense to get at least 1 pick. I don't know if it's going to be Luke Kuechly or secondary. Somebody's going to get a pick on our defensive side. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that whole thing plays out, man. But that's my prediction. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share some cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Rumble.com and Twitter and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section, man. What is the most important matchup y'all think for Panthers versus the Rams. Put that in the comment section below. You know, and give me a prediction also. Your game prediction. What is the score going to be? You don't gotta say how it's gonna happen, but just what the score is gonna be. Put that in the comment section below too. All right. Check out the Spreadshirt account. Check out the Patreon page. Both those links in the description below. You already know what it is. Check out my dog Renan Scenes page. Very funny dude. Very talented. We have a podcast together. Video's gonna be in the end screen. Definitely check that out. Check out the NFL affiliate link. You know what I'm saying? Copy Carolina Panther gear. The season ready. It started already. You know what I'm saying? You might well definitely cop some gear and make sure you strapped up for when you know what I'm saying, for the season, man. So definitely cop that. Shout out to all the Panther fans, anybody Panther related, anybody football related. Let them know LCameraTV is rocking Panther Nation rocking LCameraTV. Shout out to all y'all for tuning in, showing love, man. And I can't wait to live stream on Sunday. Football is back, y'all. So definitely tune into the live stream. I will not, I repeat, I will not be showing the game, but I will give my commentary. You know, you're going to get some more L camera. So you got to be happy about that. I'm going to see y'all next time.